good morning to each and everyone. So today's DT video topic is nothing but the most important part when it comes to a placement is the interview. The do's and don'ts that you have to follow. For example, when you have an interview, what are the things you are supposed to do and what are the things you are not supposed to do here. So when you go for an interview, the first thing that you have to see is the way you are presenting yourself, how presentable you are. How presentable you are in front of the interviewers who and all are taking an interview of you. This is the main point which you have to see in the first place. Then comes the second one. The second one is the patience that you have. Even if there are so many people in front of you, you might be the second or third. According to the queue, you might have to wait. So in that particular time, what you have to do? You have to have a patient waiting in the outside place where you are supposed to wait. So for example, you don't have patience, you keep looking up and down, you keep visiting something you have, that will be under that you are very nervous. Each and every movement of a human body is, it has some psychological facts or effects, whatever we can come up with. So for example, when you do this, keep visiting something, look up and down, be restless, this will be taken under consideration that you are very nervous and you are not confident in yourself. So that you are not supposed to do. The first thing is be presentable. Second thing is you have to have patience when you are waiting. And the third thing is the way you greet them or the way you look at them. Don't be with a grumpy face or always smiling also will not work out. So you have to have a medium smile and you have to approach them in a very good manner. As soon as you go, have your hands in the front, tell them or wish them good morning, good afternoon or whatever times you are going in and when is your schedule. Then pull your seat without dragging it. It's a very important thing when it comes to an interview. Without dragging it, pull it, have a space that you can enter, then sit down with properly your feet together. Then you can see their eye. Instead of looking anywhere else, you can look into their eye, you can answer to questions whatever they are asking you. And that will give them a confidence that you are confident within yourself. Thank you.
So hi, today I want to say about the dress code. When it comes to interview, it's not just about wearing something anymore. It's about something which makes the interviewer a pleasant look. So let me give you some tips and tricks you can follow. Just apply 730 rule. It's like just go on with a neutral color shirt and go on with like half of it. Below under should be like 70%. And moreover, just go on with a Chelsea or a loafer, which is convenient to you. Just don't put any kind of sneakers for the formal thing. And make a groom trim, okay, light up hat trim is good enough, and make sure you groom your beard also too. It's not that much. And moreover, the light, if you just make a bath before it, and also apply some mild kind of fragrance which is good enough, and make sure your posture must be straight. As well as you can keep a body movement as well as a handshake if it needed, and be bold enough to speak in front of an interviewee, and just be true what you want to speak. Nothing more or less, just be according to the point. Thank you.
Now I am going to talk about how an interviewer must attend an interview. Now, when a person is going to attend an interview, he or she must be first prepared. Before the interview, he must be prepared, then he must be on time and he must be dressed professionally. During an interview, a person must be fully confident, listening carefully and asking smart questions to the interviewer. When after the interview, we should thank the interviewer and we should politely give them an humble thank you and we should leave.
When concluding, we will divide the interview process into two major things. One, the do's and don'ts for the interviewer and do's and don'ts for the interviewee. So interviewer is the one who asks questions for the candidate and the candidate who is appearing for the interview is called as an interviewee. But on the part of the interviewer, what are the important points that has to be considered for an interviewer? So obviously the first thing is developing a comfortable environment. So whenever a candidate comes for the interview, it is the ultimate responsibility for the interviewer to give or to develop a circumstance that is full of comfort and full of secureness so that the candidate does not feel any kind of anxiety when answering to the questions. Secondly, the interviewer has to make full of attention. So he has to pay equal attention to the candidate. So instead of rushing to the next question for the further question, the candidate or the interviewer has to take each and every opportunity so that he will take time to consider what the candidate is about to tell. So that what happens, both the candidate as well as the interviewer will get an advantage about what is being currently discussed what are the conceptual ideas behind the job requirement. And secondly, on part of the interviewee, and it is ultimate responsibility. Obviously, when an interviewer has so many kind of challenges or so many kind of benefits on one hand, an interviewee also has to keep some point in the mind. So what are those things? So first thing is about the bone movement. So it is only the candidate who will know whether what he is conveying is wrong or right. So what happens? Whatever the questions are, be bold enough to answer. We have to develop a spirit of enterprise, which means that no discouragement or no kind of disregard will help you or bring you down. So first major thing is that the spirit of confidence. So these are the several other things that has been benefited for both the interviewer and the interviewee. So considering these points, an interview process which has been carried out will always lead